Hey everyone, good evening, good night. This is Warren Thomas back with you with well, it's not another episode, but just I think some very important information that many of you um, hopefully will take to heart. I sound a little out of breath because I was just running up the steps, but that's all good. As the title indicated, tonight we're going to talk about business credit. Business credit, the road to financial freedom. Actually, I was thinking of titling it Business Credit, the on ramp to the road to financial freedom. And why do I say the on ramp? Well, business credit path for you and the road to financial freedom ever that you want to utilize to obtain financial freedom, whether it's starting a business, whether it's investing, whether it's buying an existing business. The road to financial freedom is up to you. Use business credit as the on ramp. Now, as I mentioned in a few other videos, in the United States, average person, I think if I'm correct, the statistics is like 60% of the population currently has no more than about $1,000 in their bank account at any given time. Percent of you. Most of you, by the time you reach retirement age, will probably have less than $70,000 accounts. The average net worth for a Black family is about $1,700. This message is for all of you, all people, different ethnicities, racial groups, but I particularly want to stress this to the Black community. Business credit can be utilized as a way for each of us, each of you, a tool or mechanism for capital formation. What is capital formation? It's organizing money that you can utilize for investing, growing a business, starting a business, enables you to start building a financial base. People think that, well, the only way I can really organize capital that I can deploy for one of those purposes I mentioned, I have to save it. I've got to save. I got to take out some money out of my paycheck and allocate it towards savings. And for the most part, you're absolutely correct. But the challenge with that, it's the time it can take you to save that money to a significant amount that it can be advantageous to you. Whether you want to buy a house, you want to buy an investment property, I said earlier, if you want to buy a business, it takes time to save money. And if the average salary in the United States is less than $50,000. For most of you, with your living expenses, it's going to take you a while to do that. You who are at the point in life where you're looking at retirement, not have the time to save the amount of money you would need in order to retire comfortably. So, what are your choices? What are your choices? What can you do to organize enough capital that, again, it can be advantageous towards you building a foundation for your financial freedom? Now, you can either borrow the money from family and friends. There's certain businesses you can start that don't require any money, but you may be trading time for money. And if you don't have the time, you may not be able to build up enough cash that you can deploy towards one of those opportunities. Hopefully, probably, you're probably hoping that you can win lottery, Mega Millions, Powerball, something. But that's not a financial plan. That's not a a plan that can get you to where you would like to be financially comfortable. So, what do you do? I'm saying that there's not other ways to organize capital. What I'm suggesting, I think, is one of the most fortuitous ways individual in this time can utilize to organize the resources necessary to create passive income, create a business, create that foundation to get you on the road to financial freedom. When I use the term business credit, it applies to you having a business, an LLC or a corporation that has credit similar to what you may have in your personal credit. When you look at your credit with Equifax and TransUnion and Experian, and you have your credit scores, and hopefully your credit scores are high enough that qualifies you for credit. Well, you can take that credit and convert it into cash and utilize that cash to make money. Well, it's the same principle with a business. A business can have business credit actually with the same bureaus that you're familiar with, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, also with Dun & Bradstreet, where you have vendor credit. And that business can utilize that credit, turn it to cash, and generate cash flow from that cash that it's utilizing. So, it's credit under your business, wherein that personal credit is under your social security number. Business credit is under your business's. So we're clear on that. Now, how do you build business credit? Well, there's two ways you can do it. You can build business credit quickly and accelerate the process by utilizing your personal credit. You become what is called a personal guarantor. That means, as the credit, you have to sign on the documents that say that I'm using my personal credit in order to obtain this business credit. And I'll talk about one of the benefits, and actually, I think one of the primary benefits of using business credit. So, to accelerate the process, use your personal guarantee with your good credit, and you build the business credit under your business organization. So the credit, let's say it's cash credit for $50,000, an American Express line of credit for $50,000. Well, let's call it ABC Corporation. When you apply for the credit line will be made out to ABC Corporation, but you as the personal guarantor. For the most part, it will not show up on your personal credit, but it will show up on the credit reports for your business. Your business will indicate on its reports that it has a line of credit. The second way to build business credit is strategically building the credit directly under the business without a personal guarantee for you. Now, what does this mean? It means that if your credit is crap, you've got really bad credit, the 400s, the 500s, low 600s, it means you can still build business credit, but it's being done strategically under the business. Now, there are a few steps and tiers that is involved in obtaining business credit. And unlike building the credit with a personal guarantee, as I mentioned initially, without a personal guarantee involved, the timetable it takes is a little longer. Wherein that the first one can take anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks, $50,000 line of credit with American Express. That same line of credit with American Express can take you maybe up to 120 days, 180 days, anywhere between 4 to 6 months. The end goal is that you have a company that didn't require you to personally use your credit. So it doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit. The end goal is that now you have a company with $50,000 line of credit that you have control of because you are the owner or principal of that business. And again, didn't require your personal guarantee. Now, the benefit to building business credit is versus using your personal credit to start a business, to buy real estate, to buy a house, a primary residence for yourself, buy an existing business, even to invest in the stock market. And I actually give a couple of examples in my videos at Warren Thomas channel on the YouTube that you can see some examples of some of the stocks that I'm purchasing by utilizing business credit. The key benefit is when you use your personal guarantee, because you have a high credit score, and it's usually credit score of at least 680 or above, to obtain business credit. As I mentioned earlier, that credit goes under your business, doesn't show up on your personal credit report. Now, one of the things that some of you may realize and others may not is that, let's say hypothetically you have on your personal credit report credit card for, let's say, $50,000. The rule of thumb that most of you have to follow is you never let your balance, meaning the amount of money you use off of that credit card, go over 40%. So 40%, $50,000 card, that's 20 grand. You cannot go over 40%. It used to be that it was 30%. If you went over 30%, it would affect your scores adversely. But the credit card companies, the bureaus, the industry has now raised the bar to 40%. So if you have These 40%, it will slightly impact your credit scores, but not as severely as it used to before. So you don't want to go over 40%. Once you go over 40%, your utilization, also known as usage, let's say it's 50% or 60%, your scores will drop dramatically. And that will hinder you from accessing additional credit. Let's say you wanted to purchase a house or automobile or whatever purchases you may want to do under your personal credit. If you max out your cards, drops, it becomes more difficult. The credit companies look at you as more of a higher risk. So you always want to keep lower balances on your credit cards. Now, let's say that same line of credit is under your business. Again, 50,000, you qualified it for it, you personally guaranteed it. That means you signed off on the paperwork. You had to add your social security number to the application. But the credit line is under the business, ABC Corporation, your business. Well, businesses are treated differently. If you maxed out the credit card, let's say you use the entire $50,000 or $50,000 line of credit, you use the entire line, business to buy real estate, invest in real estate, what have you. You maxed out the entire line. What will happen is that on your personal credit, it will not show up. Your utilization will not change on your personal credit because the line is actually being used for your business. And again, businesses are treated differently than individuals. So part of what we encourage our clients to do is to get as much of your credit lines, under your business versus under your personal credit. Now, there's nothing wrong with having personal credit, but I only encourage you to use it in case of emergency and never use more than 20, 30% of it. But you utilize the credit under your business to make money. You see, if you're not using credit to make money, then you should not be using credit at all. Oftentimes I tell people there's good debt and there's bad debt. Bad debt is consumer debt that you're not making money from. Good debt, turning over, and for the most part, you're working on a spread. Whatever you're paying, if you're paying 15%, 16%, 20%, you want to be in a position you're making 30, 40, 50% on that money. So that spread, that difference, is enough to cover your debt service, meaning how much you pay per month, but also it means the difference you're putting in your pocket. That's good debt. And that's the way we use credit to make money. If you're not making money with your credit, leave it alone. If you don't have a plan to make money with your credit, then find someone who can share with you a plan. There are a lot of gurus out there. There are a lot of they can show you how to use credit, whether it's personal credit or business credit. And we just happen to be one of those that as a company, you can come to us and we will help guide you through that process. Find a way that you're making money with it. If you're not making money with credit, then leave it alone. It's not worth the headache, the hassle, or the time. But it's one of the easiest ways to organize capital. And it just so happens the marketplace currently, there's so many offers for 0% interest. So you can have 0% interest for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, and even as high as 24 months. And if you utilize our strategies, you can learn to roll this 0% interest credit cards going 2, 3, 4 years out, 5 years out. So literally, you have access to capital for free. Someone is lending you money and they're not charging you interest, and all you're doing is paying back the principal. Now you've created a situation where you have a pool of capital that you can put to work to generate money, to earn money, to make money, to generate an income for you, to generate a monthly cash flow, a weekly cash flow that you can now put in your pocket, put towards your retirement, put towards your vacation, put towards your children's education, college education, private school. You have the resources now to do so, and you didn't need to use your own money. What is this called? It's called OPM. But instead of asking your family and friends, hey, you're positioning yourselves to get the money from the lenders, the banks, the credit sources, the credit unions. These people want to give you this money, and it behooves you not to take advantage of it. If you're not taking advantage of free money right now and you're having financial issues, that's your problem. Now, it may be a lack of information and ignorance is just lack of information, not to know. But if you're listening to this, now you know, and there's no excuses. It's pathetic to hear that the average American only has $1,000 in their bank account in cash. When there's so many strategies that you can apply in your life right now to generate cash flow on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. We're doing with our clients is showing them how to use business credit to buy cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and other kind of currencies. And as those coins appreciate in value, now we're not saying put all the money in there. We're saying put some of it, but you're looking at a diversification approach. We're also using business credit to buy investment real estate. Buy a house for $40,000, $50,000 that's paying you $800, $900 in rent. That's monthly income. So by the time you calculate your taxes, insurance, principal payment, you're netting anywhere between $300 to $400 per month that's going back into your pocket. So there is no excuse. As long as you have the intention and the will to change your life financially, there's a way to do it. And business credit is the on ramp to get you to that road to financial freedom. Now, how do you get business credit? How do you access it? Well, that's what we're offering. Our services are here. Get the credit, personal cash credit, and business cash credit that now you can utilize to organize into a capital pool. And you can do it by yourself, or you can do it with others in your family or friends. Money together with other people that you love. And you're bringing people along, wherein that if you were doing it on your own and you're benefiting from it, and then other folks are jealous, now you can bring them along by sharing this information with them, with you. It's better when we all pull together to grow together. And the information, the strategies, the techniques are there. But it's up to you as an individual to take that first step. If your credit is crap currently, then get your credit in order. It takes you a certain time to mess it up, and it's going to take you some time to correct it. It took me about 8 months to get my credit in shape. Bankruptcies, when I lost some property during the financial crisis. And after messing around and not doing it properly, not taking it seriously enough, I buckled myself down and I fixed my credit. I got rid of the bankruptcies off my credit report. And you can do the same thing too. So I was dealing with bankruptcy. Some of you guys only have collections. So get the collections off. Get all the derogatory information. Get your credit score up. It's not difficult. If you need help, call our office at 404-736-6067. And if you join our programs, free. We'll help you get your credit fixed for free as you become one of our clients. We don't charge for credit repair. It's free, but you have to be a client. You have to sign up for one of our other services and so forth. Now, if your credit is good, you still have to become a client. But rather than it taking 90 days, 120 days, 6 months, 8 months, you can start immediately with good credit. And as long as you have 680 credit score or higher, we can help position you to access between $150,000 in as little as 2 to 3 weeks. You can actually go to my YouTube channel, Warren Thomas, or other channel, Quick Cash for Businesses, and you'll hear testimonials from clients. You can go to my website, Quick Cash for Businesses, businesses.plural.com, and you'll hear testimonials. There are links to testimonials on how we helped others. You don't have to be broke. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. You can live the life of your dreams, but you have to be the one. We will hold your hands and we'll guide you through the process. This is not something for nothing. We are in this as a business to make money. But at the same time we're making money, you're also making money. And we're positioning you to make a lot of money. Dream to own your own business, but you don't have the money to start, let me help you. If you always wanted to buy a business, I can help you do that too. You will always wanted to own your own home. We can help you with that also. My team and I, we're here for you, but only you can make that first step. If you're ready, call us at 404-736-6067. One of our trained staff will be there to answer you, and sometimes I even answer the calls myself. And we'll help you start that process. But remember, it's yours. Please like this video, share it with others, subscribe to this channel. You can also subscribe to our other channel, Quick Cash for Businesses, at YouTube. I look forward to working with you and knowing more about you and how I can help you get onto that on-ramp via business credit and get you positioned onto the road to financial freedom and success. Again, my name is Warren Thomas. Forward to meeting you.